Coach, what is it about your defense that gives young quarterbacks so much trouble?
I just think because they don't see it as much. We're different with what we do. I think the pressure part of it, too, affects some guys a little more than others. I think they see things that they see the rush coming at them, which hurries them up. I think sometimes they think they see a rush that hurries them up, and it's really we're dropping more than we're bringing, and just the confusion of that. And it's something that not every team does. So we're almost like an option team on offense. You know, to people, when they have to play us, I think it's a little different for them.
So how tempting is it to just blitz a new quarterback all the time? Just throw blitz after blitz after blitz on them?
Well, if we could cover better, I would, but that's the part I struggle with. You look back at last week, we had that quarterback dead to rights 2 different times, and he throws it running backwards, and they make a play. So when that stuff starts happening, then, you know, I don't want to blitz at all.
Mentioning off that line, you look at them, and something that jumped out at me, they've only had 3 scoring drives of 10 plays or more for touchdowns. So it doesn't seem like they're a team that something happens along the way. Is that in the back of your mind, make them work down the field?
Yeah, make them play the next play. And there's opportunity at different times. And you know, if I feel like we're struggling and we can't hold up in base, then obviously that's going to trigger me to go ahead and pressure and see if we can confuse them a little bit, see if we can get a negative play, get them behind the sticks. If you see us winning first down in our normal stuff, then usually, you know, I'll wait till third down to heat people up. So it depends on what's going on with the game. But I think a lot of that is they have big play potential. You know, they have some wideouts that are really good and can run.
What have you seen from their O-line? Because they have replaced, I think, 4 guys are in the NFL now off that line last year.
Yeah, they have their tackle back 77. It's a really good player. He started against us a year ago. And they're dealing with a lot of injury right now, so they're trying to move guys around. And they've struggled to run the ball at times, but I think those 2 backs are as good as any backs as we played. So, you know, Anderson, we know, is a big play guy. 33 is a big, strong, physical kid. So it's not, you know, we know what TCU is going to bring to the table. I mean, it's not going to be let's go out there and play and we're going to have our way. That's not going to happen. They've got a lot of good players, and I think their quarterback does a really good job.
Collins more stationary maybe than some of the ones
you know, you think that when you look at his size, but he runs the ball, and he runs pretty well. Now, I don't think there's as many quarterback design runs as there were for Robinson. I think some of that is yeah, they don't have confidence maybe in his backup. So, you know, we'll see.
Is this the one team you kind of always have to be aware of the trick play? Seems like there's
Yeah,
always one.
yeah, that got us last year, and even a few years ago with Boykin. So, you know, they do a great job. Coach Cumby and his staff, you know, they do a really good job of attacking us, and again, they've got good players, so we have to be aware for everything.
Tony, how good is the leadership quality for Long and Reese?
It's really good. I think Reese obviously has the most experience up front of playing, and David is, you know, not only a defensive leader, but I think he's also a really good team leader. And the next guy is Drayvon. You know, a lot of our guys on defense obviously follow, listen. That's why Drayvon's a captain for us. So those 3 guys do an excellent job.
How has Reese progressed as a player since he first arrived here?
Really good, yeah. I think the thing that's helped Reese a bunch is gaining some weight, getting a little bigger, being able to hold the point a little better, and he works so hard, and on the field, off the field, in the weight room, he just does a great job preparing himself to play, and he's made a lot of plays for us. I mean, he's a guy that I count on when the game's on the line. I want him in there, so you know, really like where he's at, and good thing is we got him the rest of this year and all next year, so excited about that.
Tony, you were here through Rich's good years, and those teams, they obviously had great chemistry and the likes. Similar to this team, or, I mean, what, how do they differ, or how are they same?
Yeah, I think this team, as far as what makes this team so different and unique, are the guys that we play with on Saturdays. And you look on the defensive side, we've got one kid that's a senior that's been here the whole time, Drayvon. That's it. The rest of our guys are here. You know, this is their first year and they're seniors with Bigelow and Jabril, and then you've got a lot of junior college kids that are seniors now, Zeke, and I know I'm missing some, but for those guys to be as close as they are is unbelievable to me. I don't know how they get to know each other that well, and it seems like they've been playing together for 4 or 5 years, the whole group, and I think that all starts with a guy like Will that came here, sat a year, got to know everybody, was with us a bunch because he was our scout team guy. Got really close with the defense at that point. David Sills, the same thing when he was a freshman, was with us a bunch, and so I think that gels them all. But you have to give those guys a lot of credit with David and Will and Gary Jennings and Drayvon. Yeah, they do a great job of leading this team.
Going back to unique and different, you mentioned that TCU does a good job attacking you. Is there anything unique or different? It just seems like you're impressed by what they do.
Well, I think that they jump in and out of some different formations. They're multiple with their run game. They get in tight end sets. They'll jump into 10 personnel. They'll go empty. They'll go 3 back. They'll go on balance. So they do a lot of different things. And the number one thing is they've had some really good players.
Matt, you referenced the 2 passes that Ellinger made where he just threw them up. Were those technique things, or were your guys in good position? What did you see when you studied them? How could you have maybe defended that differently? Or just good plays?
Yeah, good play by them. If we may have been they always say the game inches, that much closer, he doesn't get either one of those off.
What about when the ball was in
the ball in the air? We didn't play it well. Their wideout played it better than us. So, that's, did he outjump us? Was he, I don't. You could put it on a lot of things, but you take those 2 plays out and it's different.
Having said that, you look at their 2 deep, they don't have those 6'4", 6'5" guys that you faced Iowa State and they're giving you trouble.
Yeah, but they got one that could run better than anybody we played all year, so you may beg for a big guy after watching him.
Right.
When they were fully healthy,
Go ahead, Al.
when they were fully healthy against Ohio State, their speed just jumped off the screen, even banged up. Is that something that sticks out to you watching? Yeah,
they have guys that can run. Obviously number 1 can run, 4 can run, 12 can run. So they're skilled.
Are they the fastest?
Probably full, yes. Yeah. Offensively up to this point, this is the fastest team we played.
Tony, balls and firms are supposed to start practicing last week. What'd you see out of them? And long ways away?
No, they're available this week, so we're gonna. Yeah, we kind of knew last week was just getting back into it. Didn't travel those guys. We knew that get them in for a week. This week they're in the plan, so we're full speed ahead. It's good to get some guys back.
How does that change what you can do?
Well, it could give our guys that play every snap a little breather. Number 1, we're not going to change scheme or do anything different. Those guys are a Mike linebacker and a Sam linebacker, which adds some depth, which is needed.
Tonkery, is he in that same boat with going to be able to go this week?
Yeah, he dressed out Saturday, could have played, but we're. I think now he's, good to go.
Is this becoming harder for you because Shea Campbell has been playing pretty well?
No, we're going to, we need them all. Shea doesn't need to play 77 snaps every game. With Tonk missing, he hasn't played a game since Texas Tech, really. He played the first couple, I think, maybe a quarter and a half against Kansas. So, he can't play a whole game right now.